from level 1 in Pathways, Engaging Humor. The title of his speech is Road Less Traveled. Rajeev is from Melbourne, Australia. He is an extraordinary speaker and can move mountains. However, none of that is meaningful unless he finishes his level 1 projects. Let's welcome Rajeev Wadwha.
Thank you, Gloria. I'm going to share my screen. I hope you can all see this. Yeah, sorry. I have to go back and share my screen again. It is, why is it? Sorry. It's not where I wanted it to be. But let me start by asking you a question. Do you remember your first vehicle? Do you remember that? How did it feel? It could be just a bicycle that you first owned, or it could be a car. But what did you feel? How liberating was it for you? It was very liberating for me. Did you imagine, going places with this, going on amazing roads in the mountains? This is my first vehicle, a Kawasaki motorcycle, 100cc motorcycle. It was enough back in Mumbai, in India, because the roads were very crowded. And this, I felt, could take me places. It was amazing. I was the first one in my household to have a motorized vehicle. And I imagined going places, amazing places. I could go anywhere. I will go fast like a lightning speed on my 100cc motorcycle. I'll go off-road as well, on adventures. So the first few months were really blissful. And then began the monsoon mayhem. Potholes started to appear, and everybody started to go onto the main road where there were no potholes. So you can see the one extreme lane, and everybody started to converge onto that. But soon there were no roads left, no drivable road left. They were all potholes everywhere. I can tell you, I found a solution even in this situation. I used to be really smart back then. And I decided I'm going to ride my motorcycle like I'm riding a horse. So I stood up from the seat. So if this is the seat, I was here. My bottom was here. Every time I'll go into the pothole, the seat will bump up, but never touch my bottom. I was riding a horse. It was amazing. And I will go zigzag on the around the potholes or through the potholes until I came across this. Now, this is a unusually large pothole, but this is actually not a representative of what I actually found. What I found in front of me was a moon crater. It was bigger than life, I can tell you that. And it was full of water. And I'll just stop sharing my screen. Now, this is where I thought, oh, I can't go there. So I needed to change lane somehow. I stopped there and then. But the truck driver behind me wasn't so impressed. And he shouted, "Keep moving!" I said, "No way. I'm not going further." And he didn't want to stop. So he somehow forced everybody off the other lane and merged in through them. As he did all that, one part of the truck touched the mirror, which was like I was having this bike, the mirror is on top. It touched the mirror and broke the mirror. And I thought, God, this was just 6 inches away from my main right hand. And I'm not a Moliduka. So and little bit further, I could have lost my right arm. Few more inches, I could have lost me. I won't be here making this amazing speech. It would have been such a loss for all of you. And I still remember, it was so close. Thank God, somebody up there was looking out for me. So I came to Australia, and it's such a driving pleasure. The roads are amazing until it happened one other time. As I was driving, we just crossed the signal, and I was accelerating, and the car in front of me, for some reason, in our lane, just turned 90 degrees. And I was shocked. I needed to stop. I was full, I pressed full hard on my brakes, and I knew it's going to hit, and I couldn't take it. I just closed my eyes. Normally in movies, I have seen that, you remember all the life comes back to you, start thinking about your loved ones and all that. No, nothing of that happened. There was no time for that. And all I could think was, oh no, not like this. I didn't want to go like this. Fortunately, my car stopped just a few inches away from hitting the other car. And I survived. Somebody was out there looking out for me. So, fellow Toastmasters, my message for you is there are lots of dangers on the road out there. So take the road less traveled. Save yourselves and save the efforts God needs to put in to save you. I know I'm going places, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I need God's undivided attention, people. So just take the road less traveled. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. And wow, we are definitely blessed to stick with the theme that you were spared on those two events when you could not have been. Wow. And now May Tran will continue her role this evening as facilitator. May Tran.
Yes, thank you, Madam Toastmaster. The following will come Charlotte, Rosemary, Melanie, then Fran.
Thank you, May. Rajeev, that was a good speech. I enjoyed it. I think that you could tighten it up a little bit and it would be shorter within the time frame that's allowed. And you need to practice some with the slides and so that they'll be smoother. And those are my comments, but a great speech. Thank you.
Rajiv, I really enjoyed it. I thought your gestures were wonderful. I agree your slides a little bit, but that's hard to do on Zoom. I really enjoyed the slides because you got us into the story. And so we were with you. I felt like I was with you or right next to you on one of those Kawasaki's, being a horse also. So I really enjoyed it. Very good speech.
Thank you, Rajeev, for that speech. I really enjoyed it. The part that I loved the most was the surprise of the size of the pothole. So it was great visual humor and the exaggeration with the moon crater picture. The smoother slides, I think, would have probably made us laugh a little bit more at the right places. So I really enjoyed it and well done today.
Am I next, May?
Yes.
Okay. Love the speech, Rajeev. And back to the site. I don't know if you were in presentation mode or not, because we could see a lot of your other slides on the left-hand side, because there was no consistency. Some of them, the photos came up, but some of them you still had like the edit screen showing on the left-hand side. But I do like how you ended at the end by saying the road less traveled. That I just thought that was a very powerful ending when you said that based on your speech and the descriptions and the images. Back to you, May.
Thank you so much, Fred. And we're running out of time, so back to Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.